What would your reaction be if I told you that there is a region deep within the Himalayan valley that no contemporary technology can map? You might answer, okay, because the vast majority of the Himalayas remain unexplored. What if I add, this is a place where countless wise beings and immortal sages reside and wield supernatural powers? You will think to yourself, either this person is fabricating stories or he is high. I should clarify that I am neither making up story nor am hallucinating. I am just bringing up an intriguing, ancient belief. I am referring to the concept of Gyan Ganj. Gyan Ganj, the city of immortals. Some of the world's deepest secrets are hidden behind the lofty snow-capped peaks of the great Himalayas. One such mystery is the existence of a land of immortal beings, which has evaded all previous geographical surveys. A location that provides the ideal conditions for spiritual progress leading to eternity. Several attempts have been made by mountaineers and trekkers to pinpoint its exact location, all of which have failed. Even cutting-edge satellites and other mapping technologies have not been able to map it. Gyan Ganj's exact location is unknown because it is believed that it artfully conceals itself from humans as well as mapping technologies. According to folklore, Gyan Ganj is said to be an old Indian and Tibetan narrative of a city kingdom of enigmatic, everlasting people who are hidden from the world. They are claimed to exist deep within the Himalayas, but they have a covert impact over mankind in a variety of ways. The existence of this mystic realm in the Himalayas is mentioned even in Puranic texts such as the Ramayana and Mahabharata, as well as several autobiographies. Hindu texts such as Vishnu Purana mention Shambhala as the birthplace of Kalki, the final incarnation of Vishnu who will usher in a new golden age. Gyan Ganj, also known as Siddhashram, Shambhala or Shangri-La, is thought to exist somewhere north of Tibet's Kailash Mansarovar, but it's not clear. The directions to reach Gyan Ganj are found in certain old Buddhist books. However, the directions are vague. The exact coordinates of the location have never been discovered. However, it is known that it is near Tibet and somewhere in the Himalayas. The Siddhashram is divided into 4 entrances: the Valley of the Moon, Mount Kailash, Shwetlok Lake, and another unnamed mountain that may be reached from Gangotri. Some even claim that the place is not on earthly plane but exists on an entirely different plane or a higher dimension. Only great saints who are destined to be there can enter this spiritual land by crossing psychic barriers and dimensions. Gyan Ganj is supposed to be independent of any entity, and that no religion or society has control over it. It has its own independent foundation and protects the world's religious and spiritual truths. Gyanganj is most likely not a permanent physical form, but rather a spiritual morphological field. It manifests into physical form on occasion for karmic reasons. Gyanganj is said to have the shape of a lotus flower with 8 petals according to Hindu mythology. It is bordered by mountains that are covered in snow. At its heart is the tree of life which connects heaven, earth, and the underworld. Its inhabitants are immortals who are in charge of the world's destiny. They guard and nurture the spiritual teachings of all faiths and beliefs while residing in this mystical land. They have got the knowledge to live eternally and have harnessed vast energy and knowledge through the science of yoga and meditation. They delicately endeavor to impact the fate of mankind for the better by imparting their expertise to others. A number of people claim to have been to Gyanganj. In his autobiography of a yogi, Paramhans Yogananda talks of his great guru Mahavatar Babaji, an immortal sage of great age who remains eternally young. The sage's dwelling, according to Yogananda, is a place pulsing with energy of siddhas and yogis. Mahavatar Babaji, the Mahasiddha, is the head of it, and the ashram is maintained by Mataji. As per the beliefs, there is no death in Gyanganj. The consciousness always remains alive there. More details about which we will see in the upcoming videos. Many people believe Shambhala exists on the very edge of physical reality, as a bridge connecting this world to one beyond it, and hope to visit it someday, while others ignore the idea outright. What do you think? Tell us in the comment section. In the next video, we will see some real life incidents related to Gyanganj.